This storm is actually at the center of a pretty heated debate between Coventry town officials and the owners of Johnson's Pond.
The pond's owners want to lower water levels as the storm approaches, and it appears that they're doing so as we speak. Court could be in session soon, and this could be resolved there. Might not be. KAYLA Fish joining us live with more.
Well, the hearing over the issue is set to continue this morning at Kent County Courthouse, but according to the Johnson's Pond Civic Association, water is currently being let out of the pond at, quote, stunning levels. The organization posted an update on the water levels in the pond on Facebook this morning. Now, the town of Coventry had filed an emergency motion to try to stop the owners of Johnson's Pond from lowering the water levels by 2 feet, something the owners of the pond told residents they wanted to do this week. An attorney for Sosha Holdings, which owns the pond, says the move would prevent potential flooding, which could damage the area and the pond's high-hazard dam. But residents say they were only given days' notice to get their boats out of the water.
So this boat would essentially be touching the bottom of the pond. We got about 4 weeks of full pond, and that's it. And this is happening. It's really a slap in the face, and people are very angry about it.
Now, the Department of Environmental Management, which oversees and inspects dams throughout the state, told 12 News that it was not advising dam owners to lower water levels ahead of the storm. Again, that hearing set to continue this morning at 9:30, and we'll be here for that, so stay with 12 News as we continue following this story. Live in Warwick this morning, I'm KAYLA Fish, 12 News.
So as Tropical Storm Elsa is making its way towards us, an argument is now playing out in court regarding the storm's impact on Johnson's Pond in Coventry.
The pond's owners want to lower the water level ahead of the storm's arrival. A local organization says that's a slap in the face to residents.
And 12 News reporter KAYLA Fish is live outside of Kent County District Court with an update for us this morning. KAYLA.
Well, Sosha Holdings, the owners of the pond, told residents earlier this week that they wanted to lower the pond's levels by 2 feet, and it's something that didn't go over well. It prompted an argument that's now in the hands of a judge. The town filed an emergency motion to try to stop Sosha Holdings from lowering the water levels, although a post on social media from the Johnson's Pond Civic Association says the water levels are currently being dropped. Yesterday, the town had engineers testify as to how and if Tropical Storm Elsa would impact the pond's dam. The Department of Environmental Management tells 12 News it's not advising dam owners to lower water levels based on the state's rainfall projection. But an attorney for Sosha Holdings argues that it would prevent potential flooding.
We don't want to take the risk of any further damage to dam components as a result of any significant flooding event.
Now, the clock is ticking as Tropical Storm Elsa is currently on its way to us. We're expecting to see some of those impacts later on tonight. But again, a group that helps oversee the pond had posted on social media just an hour or so ago on the state of the water levels that are currently dropping. So we'll see how this heated argument between the town and Sosha Holdings continues to play out in court this morning. That hearing expected to continue at 9:30, and we'll be there. So stay with 12 News as we continue covering this story. Live in Warwick, I'm KAYLA Fish, 12 News.